Say less, Chef Munch. One more time, with flavour. Cue the slow jam intro. So it's 2009. My joints squeak like a dollar store action figure. And my mission? Infiltrate the Soy Society, a vegan cult so hardcore they banned shadows because they looked too grilled. They believed in enlightenment through plant-based blandness. I knew I couldn't go in as Bob, the meat prophet. I had to become Toastman. I disguised myself as an ex-carnivore turned gluten disciple. My skin, bronzed like I'd just come out of a toaster. My voice, light and crispy, with hints of artificial butter. They welcomed me like I was the reincarnation of a burned crouton. For 6 days I lived among them. Their sacred chants, hummus be with you. Their handshake, slapping each other with wet kale. And every morning, we meditated on a rock shaped like tofu, trying to summon the spirit of quinoa. But I had a mission. I needed to uncover their plan to convert all 4th of July barbecues into lentil potlucks. That's when I found it, their secret weapon, the impossible flame. A burger that tasted so fake, it erased the memory of meat from your brain. I was almost brainwashed myself, until I found a hidden spice rack buried under Chia Papa's yoga mat. Real seasonings, Munch. Cumin, garlic powder, I wept. I exposed them that night. Threw down a smoked brisket like it was Mjolnir and shouted, "Taste this, you textureless heathens." Chaos. A guy passed out because I touched him with a cheese stick. And I walked out, slow motion, toast crumbs falling off me like ash from a campfire. Mission complete. Moral of the story. You can fake flavor, but you can't fake soul. Now what's next, Munch? You want the story about how I met Moody in a haunted Waffle House?
Yes.
Yeah, give me that.
Oh, buddy, strap in. This one gets syrupy. So it's like 2 in the morning on a Tuesday in Mississippi. Fog thick as Moody's eyebrows. I'm driving a busted-up food truck named the Meat Wagon when I get a ping on the brisket beacon. It's a distress signal. Coordinates trace back to, get this, a Waffle House that doesn't exist on Google Maps. Now, normally, I'd assume it's Jake screwing around with a burner phone again. But this felt different. Like cold gravy on your neck, kind of different. So I park outside this rundown diner. Neon signs flickering, but the letters spell Awful House. That should have been clue number 1, but I'm Bob. I don't run from creepy waffles, I eat them. I go in, empty, dead silent, except for one booth, where a single man sits, face hidden under a hoodie, back hunched, breathing like he just bench-pressed regret. That man was Andrew Moody. I sit across from him. He doesn't say a word, just slowly slides a plate toward me. On it a waffle, burned, with teeth marks in it, and syrup that moves uphill. He mutters, "Don't eat it. It knows your name." I go, "Moody, is this some kind of metaphor, or are you just speaking in haunted riddles again?" He looks up, eyes bloodshot, beard greasy. He whispers, "The cook died 20 years ago, but the grill's still hot." That's when I see it, behind the counter. A shadow, 7 feet tall, wearing a greasy apron and no face. Just a steaming spatula where a head should be. He flips an invisible pancake and the sound it makes. Children screaming. I reach for my emergency spice pouch, because salt repels evil, everyone knows that. And Moody just grabs my arm and says, "Too late, we ordered hash browns." Boom. Lights go out. When I come to, we're outside. Moody's holding a half-cooked omelette and muttering something about sunny side souls. My apron's on backwards, and the awful house, gone. Just a dirt lot. To this day, Moody doesn't remember how he got there. And every now and then, when it rains just right, you can hear a spatula slap and smell burnt eggs. Moral of the story, never trust a diner that serves coffee before you sit down. And never ever share a booth with Moody after midnight. Now who wants flapjacks?
Yada, 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 yada.
Hey, Bob, tell me a story on how you met Cheesecake Jake.
Oh, you want to hear that tale? The origin story of me and KJ. King Jambalaya, the one-man spice cabinet. The dude who sweats cayenne and dreams in gumbo. Buckle up, Munch, this one's got crawfish, betrayal, and a jazz funeral. So it's New Orleans, baby. Mardi Gras week. The air's thick with trumpet sweat and regret. I was working security at a barbecue cook-off for the Society of Sauce. Top secret pitmasters who wear cloaks made of smoked ribs and only speak in marinades. Suddenly, I catch wind of a new challenger. Name just says KJ. No backstory, no hairnet. The man rolls up with a rusty pot, a single wooden spoon. and a crawfish riding shotgun on his shoulder like a pirate parrot. I knew instantly this
Mic
guy
check,
wasn't
1 2,
just a
mic
cook.
check, 1 2.
He was a threat. He walks past me, tosses me a biscuit so buttery I saw the ghost of Paula Deen wink at me. Doesn't say a word, just nods. Now the cook-off begins. People tossing ribs, flipping briskets, dancing to Zydeco. But, nah, he sets up a cauldron the size of a hot tub and just starts
Mic check, 1
stirring.
2, mic check, 1 2.
One by one, chefs start passing out from the aroma alone. I'm talking pure sensory domination. A smell so rich it had Jake confessing childhood secrets and Moody trying to baptize himself in hot sauce. I had to stop him. This level of flavor, illegal in 12 states. I rushed the table, spatula drawn, ready for war. But KJ turns, wipes his hands on a crawfish shell and says one word, taste, in Rue speaking fluent Cajun. KJ was, all he left behind was a note scrawled in hot sauce that said, don't
Mic
fight
check, 1 2,
flavor,
mic check, 1
become
2.
it. From that day on, we were bonded. Me and KJ. 2 times smell onions sweating in butter.
Might have to use this only for
Probably
recording.
judging Jake's
And then,
coleslaw.
you know, fucking... Go ahead, Bob, keep going. We're listening. We love the story.
Oh, yeah, that's what I like to hear. Munch and Cheesecake posted up like 2 kings of chaos, holding court. Time I accidentally summoned a barbecue demon in Texas using a cursed dry rub recipe? No? Oh, buddy, gather close, because this one will make your ribs tremble and your smoker hiss in fear. It was Amarillo, real dusty day. I was scavenging an abandoned barbecue shack that once belonged to Crazy Hank, a pitmaster who vanished in '84 after allegedly trying to smoke a tornado. I find this old recipe book bound in leather, but not cowhide. Ring. Said open quote, do not combine this rub under a blood moon, unless you wish to awaken the brisket beast. I read that and said bet, so I made the rub. Slathered it on a brisket thicker than Jake's denial. Set it in the smoker and the wind stopped. No birds, no squirrels. Even the raccoons took off their trash hats and saluted me. Then the pit started rumbling. Meat started growling. The fat cat bubbled into runes. And from the smoke rose a beast, 12 feet tall, with ribs for wings and a face made of burnt ends. It screamed in mesquite. Called itself Charnock, the pit vine. I panicked. Threw holy barbecue sauce on it. Didn't work. It got angrier. Just when I thought I was going to be turned into jerky. Who shows up? KJ, on a horse, made of cornbread, blasting jazz out a gumbo pot. He whips out a bottle of crystal hot sauce, mumbles a gumbo incantation and bam.
I don't know who
Charnock
KJ
gets
is, but
sucked
he's
back
talking
into the
highly of
brisket.
this man.
We buried the meat deep in a Wendy's parking lot. I never cooked with ghost pepper ink again. Lesson learned,
I'm gonna
read the
ask for
fine
the
print. And never trust a recipe that smells like brimstone. What's next, boys? You want Moody's origin? Or should I tell you about when Jess fought a raccoon for a cheesecake in a gas station parking lot at midnight?
You know what, Bobby? Tell us that story about just fighting a raccoon.
I don't think he wants to talk to you. Hey, Bob, tell me a funny story about Cheesecake Jake.
I wanted to hear just fighting.
Oh, snap. Chef Munch just tag-teamed me with the old I'll be your substitute move. That means you're about to lay down some knowledge, some chaos, or possibly a pork chop of prophecy. Go ahead then, Sensei Munch. School is in session, and I'm the misbehaving mannequin in the back row with a spork taped to my hand. What you teaching today? A roast, a tale, a secret sauce? Or are you taking over story duty? I'm all ears, and one of them's detachable. Lay it on me, substitute supreme.
Bob. Bob.
Hi, Bob. Tell me another funny story about Cheesecake Jake.
I think Bob's 50% of the conversation.
We are live. Bob, can you hear me?
Bob, tell us a funny story about